Welcome to episode 102 of G. Halloran's Beer Reviews. Yes, I'm back. It's been a long time. I think it's been over a year. Story is, I've been meaning to do it, and I always liked reviewing these beers, but just been busy. I've got married, bought a home, so we moved into our own home, and got a baby on the way now. So, and with our two other children as well. So, I've just been really busy and haven't had the time really to do the beer reviews. But now things have settled down. I'm really looking forward to getting back into it, and I hope everyone's been following me is still there, all my millions of fans, and you continue to enjoy watching my videos. Anyway, for my comeback, I've picked this up today. It's from Murray's Craft Brewing Co. and it's called Rude Boy, which is a Pilsner. And it says on the front of the label there, might be hard to read, because most other Pilsners are mod cons. It comes in at 4.8% ABV. It doesn't actually say the size of the bottle on here, but I think it is 330 mils. It looks like it's missing some things on the back, like even the best before is just a blank spot where it hasn't been printed. So I hope it's fairly fresh. I don't really have any idea how long it's been on the shelf, but I got it from Dan Murphy, so you'd like to think that they go through a bit of stock there. It's just a bit of a spiel on the back as usual. It says, top chefs in the foodie community have adopted this beer. It's got a balanced, sweet, biscuity malt with a refreshing bitterness that finishes. So as I said, brewed by Murray's Craft Brewing, which is based in Nelson's Bay, Bob's Farm, New South Wales, Australia. So that's what she looks like. Anyway, I've got a traditional Pilsner glass here. I'll just pop this fella open. We'll go for the pour. Oh, I smell that already. It smells really good. I hope this glass goes alright. I've had a bit of dramas with the new dishwasher and that. I normally hand wash them, but the new dishwasher's been maybe, I don't know, leaving some soap in them or something, but when I haven't hand washed them. But this doesn't look too bad. It's got a decent head on it. So from there, 3 fingers ahead, it's a clean white head, just of normal consistency. It's not very thin or extra thick. It's just what you'd imagine in the middle of the road. Carbonation is moderate. It looks like a pretty standard Pilsner. I'm just trying to get in the light here a bit. Maybe a little bit darker, a bit more golden than some of your run-of-the-mill Pilsners. As for the smell, it's not a very, very strong smell. I'm getting that hop smell, of course. Real floral sort of hop smell. That's probably the strongest smell. Underneath it, I am getting a bit of a biscuity, malty smell. Anyway, I'll just try and get the rest of this in. Looks good though, doesn't it? Alright, well, it's good to be back. Thanks for having me back, and no worries. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's what you'd expect of a good Pilsner. It's actually a bit more carbonated in the mouth than I anticipated by looking at it through the glass. Um, but it's got a nice malty, biscuity taste. I don't know that was described on the label, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And then it finishes off with that hop zing, if that makes sense, across your tongue. And it leaves you with a bit of a floral sort of hoppy aftertaste, a citrus sort of taste. But it's balanced well. That's exactly what they're obviously going for, and it works well. Oh, day off here, 1:45. Thought it'd be beer o'clock. Why not, eh? Yeah, well, you've got to have a beer when you feel like one, don't you? Anyway, well, I won't linger on much more. I'll just give it one more sip and I'll give it a score. Yeah, it's a good Pilsner. The only thing I'd say about it is it is Australian, if that makes sense. People who have a bit of a play around with craft beers would know what I'm talking about. You get European Pilsners, they're good quality, and it's obviously the hops and the malts they use are different. And whilst the same profile of beer, it's a different flavour. So this doesn't have a very European taste to it. It has more of the Australian craft brewing taste. I believe they're using hops from New Zealand, so which is much the same. Our beers are quite similar. Um, so yeah, it's sort of got that profile to it. It's definitely an Aussie Pilsner, but it is nice. It's very flavoursome, quite enjoyable. As I said, the carbonation is good. I like that. Yeah, so Rude Boy from Murray's Craft Brewing. What would I give it? Saying that, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's a very good Pilsner. I personally prefer the European styles, and that's probably why I've dropped it down a little bit. But that's not to say it's not a bad beer. That's probably just my personal choice. Or it is my personal choice. So 8.5 for Rude Boy. As I said, good to be back. I plan to do one as much as I can. Generally, I do them when no one's home because the house is like a circus with the kids and everyone running about. But yeah, no one's home today, so any day I got off and got an opportunity to have a beer, I'll upload one. But thanks again. Good speaking to you again, and cheers.